in the block with the same kind of person. So I never like had like a lot of the same people, a lot of one night stands. I can have one night stand. If it's bad, I never call you again. If it's good, I see you next week, you know?
Okay.
So I was kind of like that.
Okay.
I think I became trans. I think I became promiscuous after I became trans because so many men, they be at you. You know, they be at you so much when you look like how I looked, you know? I think that's where the promiscuity started. Plus the, being trans introduced me to cocaine as well. But I had already seen it as a gay guy, but it was heavy in the trans community. I was like, wow, you know, everybody was, if they was trans, they was doing coke at the time in Florida. So, yeah, and then I started doing it in New York with a trick when I was escorting. Like, that's like 2010 maybe. And then I was on that for a long time.
And that's a lot of times we like to kind of skip over that, and you know, the trans community is hell bent on I was born like this is my life, this is my pronoun, but it's the things that they have to do to maintain it. They don't want to talk about that because they can't get regular jobs. They're discriminated upon, you know, and so they do resort to prostitution and sex work. And it's like, do you truly want to live your life? You know, first of all, being someone who is not accepted, and then
add that on top of it.
And then you expect us to be like, okay, you know what? We love you for who you are. And it's like, are you truly who you are? Do you really want to live like this?
I told somebody that one time. I was like, you know, we got into an argument, so I probably used it against them. I was like, didn't know. I was like, when you was, I said, when you was growing up and we had them projects in 6th grade, 7th grade, they had career day. Didn't nobody say, I want to grow up and be a sex worker? Like, you know, this is, because they were trying to basically beat down my throat, like trans and sex work just go hand in hand. You have to. I was like, no, sweetheart, you learned that, you know, as you came out. Nobody wanted.
It's easy money too.
Yeah, I sucked at it. That's why I only did it for like 2 or 3 years. I sucked at it.
You sucked at it.
Like, you know, because I would get the money. I would promise you everything on the phone. I would get the money and tell you, baby, you better jack off and get up out of here. I don't know what you got going on. Like, you know, because it's the one. What you gonna do? Call the police? It's the one thing. It's the one transaction where I guarantee you, your customer not calling the police. And I would use that to my advantage. And then most of the
you like, I ain't even gotta do no work.
Yeah, like, baby, get it hard. I'm like, I can't get hard for people like you. I'm sorry, I'm not attracted to you. Because that's what most people come for when it comes to trans sex workers. They come for the meats, you know, no Arby's included. No,
but why trans though? Like, I mean, why not just sleep with a man?
Because then that makes them feel gay. It's the psychology of, you know, you gotta realize most men are visual. Visually appeased first. So in their heads, because I used to ask that question all the time, and then my friends be like, shut up, you messed up the money. I'm like, so what makes you know, you come for the meat, but you won't mess with my friend and he's a man? They're like, well, because that makes me feel gay. But you have a woman's face, you have a woman's breast, you have soft skin, you know, you know, like, so it's their own psychology. It's that customer or that man who's attracted to trans. It's their own psychology. There's men who you cannot convince them that they're gay because they're like, no, that's a woman. She just happens to have extra stuff. So, you know, I tell people this.
So essentially the man is not gay though. Because
yeah, correct. Because
if it's taking a woman to physically stimulate you, then maybe the conversation needs to be had with the partner that he's with, that these are the type of things that I need in order to come. And so did a lot of them ask you to, you know, the fuck them from the bag? Do they want prostate massages? I mean, and I know because a lot of them it's hard to have that conversation with a woman, like, I want you to fuck me in my ass. But
that conversation,
no, that's changing.
I was going to say, that conversation is
I
changing.
would never do it.
Yes.
I mean, somebody was talking to me and talking to me. I said, no, because I had never heard it. And I went,
she asked me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's popular now.
I was like,
that's changing a lot.
I said, what is, how did I say it? I said, what is having sex with the butt?
What do they call it? He called it something else, rimming or something. He called it something.
He said he eat the butt. That's what he said. He didn't say eat the butt. I don't use profanity, so he didn't say eat the butt. He said, let me just let you know that I'm crazy about you. Yeah. I want to be with you, and we had never did anything. We just conversed on the telephone. So anyway, so he's like, I want to eat your ass. I was like, oh no.
She's so conservative.
So then when I said it to Zaria said, Mom, it's not butt. I said, well, you know I don't use profanity, and I was like,
yeah. She said, do you do